Hey guys! So I look crazy, I know. I just wanted to check in and I wanted to just kind of give you guys an update. If you watched my last video, you know that February was rough for me. February was not a good month. I did not enjoy it. I spent more money than I should have. And it just overall was a failure. I had a lot of anxiety in February. The whole month kind of felt like I wasn't working enough. I felt like when I was working, I wasn't making enough money. And overall, I just had a lot of anxiety about money. It is the middle of the month and I feel so good about the progress I've made so far. I actually just sat down and did a little bit of my budgeting and how much I've kind of spent so far in the month, and I am killing it. So being that we're going into the third week of the month and I haven't had even a day of eating out is like phenomenal. I've been working and trying to make money. I've picked up a couple extra shifts and I've been doing my side hustles a lot more. So I'm not gonna find myself in the same predicament as I did in February. One of the things I really wanted to do this month to decompress and get my head in the right space was to start journaling again. I did take a day to kind of write out some of my thoughts and how I was feeling, and that helped a lot. I love getting my thoughts onto paper, and so that way I can kind of get them out of my head. This candle, by the way, guys, smells amazing. It's one of my favorite scents of candle I've ever had. It's called Isle of Skye, and it is from Target. So I also wanted to get some of my priorities down. This is my thoughts journal. All of the items that you just saw, by the way, were sent to me by my sister. So shout out to Felicia for being amazing. She gave me this super cute weekly to-do pad and I use it every week. I usually can fit 2 weeks worth of work onto it. I also needed to do schoolwork a lot this week. With school being shut down, it really was not as much of an extended spring break as they so called it, but it was trying to keep up and make sure that you were ahead so that when your teachers released your online programs, you were going to be a little bit more prepared. So guys, I also bit the bullet this month. I decided that I needed to get rid of something that I love, but I just don't need right now. And that is my Amazon Prime. I figured I would save the $13 a month and just go ahead and cancel it. What was really exciting is that when I did cancel, I actually ended up getting $13 back because I hadn't used my Amazon Prime that month. So since I haven't been using it and I'm not going to, I went ahead and canceled it to put a little more money in my pockets. It was also super sad when they sent me my notification confirming that my account was canceled. Another item that I wanted to reduce costs on was my gym membership. So I went online to go ahead and take it from the $20 a month subscription, where it includes tanning, to the $10 a month, but I realized I did not know my login information and I couldn't figure out how to find it, so I will just wait until I can go in. Starting on April 27th, I will actually be paying about $20 less for my insurance, which is so exciting. The first week of quarantine and everything shutting down, I did decide to still do my side hustle, which is Shipped, which is a grocery delivery service. And here are just a couple photos of some of the ways that the stores were looking. Because of this, I decided the following week that I was not going to do Shipped, and I have been self-quarantined at home because things are almost impossible to find. The vibe was very eerie. It was just empty and very desolate feeling. All right, guys, so let's just get into the budgeting side of things. I did actually sit down and write out half of my budget in the middle of the month because it is March 2020 and there was literally nothing else to do. Then I picked back up and finished it. You can see where I had put some very unhappy faces. Once I finished totaling everything, I went back and reflected, and one of the things that was very frustrating with March was that I spent so much money on groceries. As you can see, I spent over $500 this month on groceries alone, and that was just because of the coronavirus scare. Being someone who was out doing grocery shopping as my side hustle, I was able to see what products were going out of stock easily, where I needed to stock up, and what things I wanted as a priority to have in my house. As you can see with frowny faces next to some of these grocery purchases, it was not an exciting or fun thing to do. I wasn't happy that I had to go buy all these groceries. It was quite frustrating. And then I moved on to the items that I bought for my cats, and I had someone ask why my monthly cat totals are so high, and it is because I do buy a more premium cat food. I have one cat that has a special food, and I also buy a higher quality cat litter. Now moving on to my impulse jar, which was very empty this month, which was exciting. I had 2 purchases that were outside of my spend days. The first one was Taco Bell, that was about $10, and the next was a car wash. There was pollen everywhere, and I broke down and got a $5 car wash. 2 things I did not spend money on this month were Easter goodies. I traditionally would buy something to decorate the house or candy, and I didn't. And another one was an item that was on clearance. It was a really good deal that I refrained from buying just because I really didn't need it, even though it was a great deal. All right, moving on to my credit card tracker for the month. I inputted all my totals. I actually ended up doing a little bit better on my credit cards this month. I didn't add any money to them. I did pay some down, but it's funny because I ended up just ending the month with the same balance that I essentially started with in January. So I am essentially starting March back at 0 and even with where I started in January, and hopefully I can continue to pay them down. All right, guys, that is everything for the month of March. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, and if you'd like to see more content like this, please subscribe. All right, guys, thank you so much.